I mean, and it is still, so I would never, because I'm writing this novel, and anyone who knows me knows how frustrating and hard it is to write about something so emotionally complicated and difficult. And I complain about it all the time. And then I say, but like, I wouldn't be satisfied just writing about like easy stuff. Like, I like writing about sexual assault and I like writing about chronic pain because those are things that we really need writing about. Those are things that we haven't figured out yet. So it does feel really exciting and like joyful to do that necessary work. And I think the place where it does make me angry is where it's like, you know, the emotional labor of like, oh, we're not being paid to like deal with this stuff. And like, yeah, you know, you're getting paid. Wolfman, great press, I'm sure, is paying Caren. But like, we should have like millions of dollars. You know, we could never even imagine being like truly, truly compensated for all the work we've done as chronically ill people and writers. You know, like, I think
I love where this is going. This is such a great place. But I would say, and I was talking to you a little bit about this, I think you hold an interesting line when you write about assault and tender points. And part of that line is you saying, I don't remember everything, so I'm going to give you some things that I do and some things that I don't. But I think that you also you're very confident in tender points in what you know happened. Not only that you know that there's a connection between this psychosomatic kind of trauma and your pain, like, you know, but like also that you know what happened to you and you don't need to tear into yourself and give every, you know, your job isn't to be visceral about it. Like, your job is to say that you know something. And there's a sort of plainness and certainty and just confidence and boundary around that, where you're not, I don't know, you're not trying to prove anything. I always think, somebody asked me if my book was an argument, and I said, oh, I'm not arguing. This is testimony. And testimony is different than argument because this is space. Testimony is non-interrupted space. And I think that you have that similar, I'm not going to argue with you that I was assaulted. I'm not going to prove my assault. I'm not going to spill my assault. I'm going to say what is real for me. So I think I don't know if you experienced it as resistance when you were writing it, or if you like felt like you had to navigate those choices.
I appreciate your reading of it. So, I mean, for someone with like a recovered memory, like, there's just not a lot to draw from. Like, what's in here is what I know. And like, if I think, yeah, I had to like put a foot down and not let myself get distracted by concerns of like, oh, what if somebody questions that it didn't really happen? Because like, I mean, what am I going to do? Just like not write the book? Like, it just didn't seem like a good use of my focus or energy. So.
Yeah. I think that your book performs a lot of self-respect while it's talking about all the ways that women can be so disrespected. Obviously assault, but also just with these sorts of diagnoses and, you know, navigating all of that. So that's neat.
And I would say the same for your book.